Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do a camel stitch. If you would love to see a beautiful pattern that has a camel stitch, check out Laurel from the Dabbling Hook, and she has a big button cowl, and in that cowl they have you do a camel stitch. I love that cowl and have been making them up like crazy, and I did not know what a camel stitch was, so I checked out Mikey, and he shows you how Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, how to do a camel stitch on a round. So I thought I would show how to do a camel stitch in a straight line. A camel stitch is basically a double crochet, and there's three. Typically when you crochet, you go into this hoop right here, this stitch, or you could go into the front loop, and that would be this one here, or you could crochet into the back loop. And I think that's mostly what people think of. Well, when you're going to stitch into a camel stitch, you're going to go through essentially what's known as the third loop, which is kind of hard to see, but it's this loop right here. You see it right there? It's right underneath the front loop. So in order to get to the front loop, I yarn over, because remember it is a double crochet, and I turn my hook to where it's almost up and down. And I snatch up that front loop, and then I yarn over and pull up a loop just like a regular double crochet, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And that is where the camel stitch goes. It's in this third loop. So you yarn over, you snatch up this little loop in the front with your crochet hook, yarn over, have three hook loops, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. I'm going to do a few of them and flip this over because again this is another stitch that adds a little bit more dimension to your work, and you need to see the best effect, you need to see the other side. So you could use this. This front loop is getting tricky to pull up. I'm going to be honest, this can be, depending on your yarn, a tricky stitch. I don't love it. I'm going to be honest. I do not love the camel stitch, but I need to do a few more so that you can see what it looks like on the other side. If you're crocheting a little looser, it might be easier to find that third loop. Here it is. Don't be tricked by this because you just pulled that one up. It's right over here. I'm going to try to focus in a little bit better so you can see that third loop. Right here. Do you see this little loop? That's the little guy that you're trying to scoop up with your hook. Okay, so I've just done a bunch of double crochets going through the third loop. This is what it looks on the back. It looks like your stitches are right on top of each other. And on this side, as you can see, the twist of it, I always call it the braid, now is running very right in between your work. It's much more visible. Here you can see that my double crochet is actually, this is in the double crochet space between the two stitches, not in the regular stitch. But right here you can see that where I did my back post double crochets, you can see where this line of dimension is popping out between the double crochets. And so that is what a camel post or a camel stitch does. A camel stitch, from everything I've seen, just says camel stitch. I've not seen an abbreviation. All right, so that is how to do a camel stitch double crochet. Again, it's in this third loop right here. Not the front loop, not the back loop, not into the regular stitch. It's into this little third loop right here. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until then, happy crafting.